Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm going to be doing the top 10 best Funko Pops of 2017. So let's get started. Okay guys, so for number 10 we have Pennywise with Boat. Now there are many different exclusives of this one. For example, the Pennywise with Balloon, which is exclusive to Hot Topic, or Pennywise with Wig, which kind of reminded me of CoverGirl if there was a meme going around for that one. But this one's really cool because the original one is iconic because it's got the boat, which is also from the mini-series when he's hiding in the sewer, and they also brought that back for the newer version, and they did that with Georgie, so that one was really cool. I'm glad that they made that, and they're also going to be making the Losers Club, which are coming out soon, but I'm not going to talk about that. This one's really cool because there was also a chase version that they recalled because that scene wasn't in the movie. They actually took that part out, but because, you know, they have to make pops before the movie's finished because they have to finish them. But that one was actually brought back later on, and that chase is worth about $70, and when they re-released that chase, it had blue eyes instead of green ones like you guys see on the screen there with the original pop. But that's why I wanted to put this on my top 10, because I just think everybody loved this one when it came out, and it just became very sought after because of that chase being recalled. So number 9 on my list, guys, we have Mr. Narwhal. Now this one's my favorite character from the year. You guys know I love Elf and Mr. Narwhal. This was only at Toys R Us. If you guys know the videos, I bought one and it was on eBay and it was for like 25 bucks, and then I found it in store, Canadian too instead of American. So it was kind of like USD was way more expensive than CAD. So anyways, let's get back on this. I love that they actually made this one big body and they didn't give him an odd head. I love the narwhal horn coming out of his head. I also love how this is just like, it looks like he comes right out of the scene. And if you guys don't know that scene, we're gonna play it right now.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Mr. Narwhal is just such a cool character, and has to be my favorite Christmas movie. And because this is my own top 10, I thought I'd throw it on here just because this one's so cool, and I love this pop, but that's why I put it at number 9. So for number 8, guys, on this list, we have Cat Dog. Now, this is a Nickelodeon show, and they actually started doing Nickelodeon ones this year in 2017. So I thought I would throw this one on here because this one completely broke the mold. How they gave it 2 heads, and they gave it that long noodle body there. And I think this looks like you could have pulled this right out of the animation, and it would look great. It would look just like this, I believe. And I also think that this one looks amazing with the 2 heads, and they gave it cat and dog. It just looks so detailed. I remember when this one was previewed at Toy Fair back at the beginning of the year, and I think this one just looked great. I love the noses on them. I also love how I don't know what you call him, dog has the little patch around his eye that looks great, just like it does in the actual show. The feet look great. I just think this one looks amazing as well. They also made a flocked version of this, which one is crazy as well. I have both of those, and I think they just look great in my collection. One thing that I'm a little sad about is that they gave it a sideways box, but you must have had to with that huge heads on both of them. But guys, they gave it a double head. I think the only time they've ever done this before with 2 heads is Barf and Belch from that one's from How to Train Your Dragon. So anyways, guys, this is a great pop, and I love this one, so I had to put it at number 8. For number 7, we have Aladdin. Now, this one was actually just released, and they made a few different ones with Jafar and Abu, but I think this one's really awesome because a lot of people had wanted this one for years. They'd made a couple of Jasmines, but they never made an Aladdin, and then they even teased us with an Aladdin Dorbs ride, so everybody was starting to freak out about this one, and I do like how they made him look with his little fez, and actually, you can't see it in this pop, but if you turn him around, the glam shot doesn't show it, but if you turn him around, it's got a little tiny bread in his hand, and if you guys notice that, because they call him a street rat in the movie, and he steals the bread, so that's really cool. They also gave him his saggy pants, but I mean, they're not as long as they are in the movie, but he also does have a really big head, so I guess you can't complain about that because pops always have big heads. But again, guys, people have been wanting this one for a long time, so that's why I threw this one at number 7. I think this one's really awesome. I haven't picked this one up yet personally, but I want to soon in the future, and this one just came out before 2018 because it came out like the last week or so, but that's why I had to throw this one in before 2018. For number 6 on my list, we actually have Mr. Monopoly. Now, I've really wanted these types of pops for a while, and this is actually from Pop Board Games. This is number 1. This is the first one they've ever released. This one actually came out exclusive to Walmart very recently. Now, I've been wanting to pick this one up. They also did a full silver version that was exclusive to the 12 Days of Funko, and that one was really rare as well. That one was only limited edition, and that one's sold out. They still have some other limited edition stuff that hasn't sold out yet, so people really wanted this one. I think this one looks amazing. Just they gave him his huge mustache. He almost looks like Colonel Sanders from Kentucky Fried Chicken in a way, but I think this guy is just amazing. I want so many more Pop Board Games ones, and I think this was a great one to start off the line with. I mean, it's so iconic, and everybody knows him if you've ever played this board game before, or even if you've seen Monopoly somewhere, you guys know Mr. Monopoly. But anyways, guys, that's why I put him at my number 6 spot. For number 5 on my list, we actually have the Hot Topic exclusive Maleficent. Now this one was amazing just because it's that one specific scene before she turns into the actual dragon Maleficent. And what I love about this is that they gave her the flames in the background before she's about to, kind of like puff up into an actual dragon. Now there was also a chase version of this one where she was glow in the dark, and a lot of people really wanted that one. I believe it shot up to about $100 when it first came out, but then it kind of died down a bit a little bit later on. But I do think this is almost like a pop movie moments in itself. I know it's not considered that, and they only really technically have Star Wars ones at the moment, but I think this one should count just because it's just about to happen. It's one specific scene in the movie. I just think this one looks amazing in general. I just love it, and I just think they should make more of these for Disney stuff, especially with maybe like Cruella de Vil or something like that. But anyways, guys, that's why I put this one at number 5. For number 4, we actually have Bob Ross. Now, this is from Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting. Now, this one was the original one that they made, and people loved it so much. I believe it came out right towards the beginning of this year, and I wanted this one really badly, so I ordered this one on Amazon. It came in perfect condition. I loved this one, and I thought they were only going to make one of these, make it a one-off character, just because it's such an obscure thing. But then, a little bit later on, they made 4 or 5 different variants, and of course, they made a chase version of this one. But again, guys, this original one I think is the most iconic. It's Bob Ross. He's got his brush. It's fanned out brush, and he's got his giant clear actual paint palette there, and then you guys can see his different paint colors there, and they're all just so obscure, and I think it's really funny. And they're also going to be making a Deadpool version of him coming out soon, but I think this one is the most iconic. You guys can just picture him, with his different colors, like his Phaline white and his phthalo blue, just standing there in front of his painting. Anyways, guys, this one's just a really cool pop, and I'm glad they made this one. I was so excited to pick up this one because I watch Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting sometimes in my free time, so I thought this would be really cool to watch it with. I also haven't reviewed it yet, guys. The review's coming soon, even though I said that 4 months ago. So at my number 3 spot, we have Tigger from Disney's Winnie the Pooh. Now this one was an exclusive to the Summer Conventions exclusive or San Diego Comic-Con. You could get it at either or. Now this one was really cool because he actually bounced on his tail. And if you guys know Tigger, he bounces around on his tail a lot in the actual movies and television show. So I think this one's really cool. And it was a flocked version. They haven't made a normal version of him. I think maybe later on when they make the new Winnie the Pooh set, this will be the original version. And then the flocked one that came out much earlier will be more sought after because a lot of people will want this one just because of how cool it is with its flocked. And of course Tigger is fluffy anyways, so why not make him flocked? I just think this one's really cool and different. He comes to the base in case he falls over, because I don't believe he comes off the base either. I never picked up this character. This is exclusive to Barnes & Noble outside of the con. I couldn't get it just because of how hard it was for me to get out to Barnes & Noble that day. I think we did go to Hot Topic that day, but I'm getting off topic. Anyways, guys, this is T-I-double-G-R down at my number 3 spot. Now, at my number 2 spot, we have another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Actually, number 1 is as well. But this is the limited edition Harry Potter on Broom. Now, this one's really cool and amazing. I remember they made an original Harry Potter where he was just standing there with the broom, but I think this one's just a lot more detailed, and I like the way they made him look like he was flying like that. He also does come off the stand if you want to, maybe hang him from your ceiling or something like that. But if you look closely in his right hand, he's got the golden snitch there, because if you guys know from the actual movie, he catches it there, and I think this one looks great. It's number 33 in the Harry Potter line. I was going to try and get every Harry Potter pop like him himself, but it just took way too much. At first they had 11 of them, and then they had 13, now 14, then this one came out, and it was really hard for me to get this one, so I kind of had to stop that. But I just think if there was one more that I had to get, it would have to be this one, just because of how detailed he is, and it looks like he's flowing in the wind with his, robe and everything. I just think it looks great. I also love how they added that little scar on his head, because if they didn't, it wouldn't look like Harry Potter. Now, last but not least, guys, we have Steve from Stranger Things. Now, this is one of those ones that everybody wanted after Season 2 came out just because of how much he was in Season 2. Season 1 had been out for a while now, and this one came out before Season 2 arrived, and everybody didn't really care about this one at the time, but because of how much he was in Season 2, everybody loved this one, and this one shot up in price. This is worth $80 now. I just think it's so detailed because it's from that one scene again, almost like a movie moment, where he's trying to fight the Demogorgon with Nancy, and I think this one's really cool. This is the part where they have the bear trap. He comes in late and just, knocks him in the bear trap, and they set him on fire and everything. This is just a really iconic scene with him with his baseball bat with a bunch of nails in it. I think Steve is a really cool character. His hair just keeps getting bigger and bigger every episode, but also you guys can see the blood splatter on his face there, and his broken nose and his bloody nose, and he's got his watch in his hand, and this is the exact clothing he's wearing in that scene, so I think that's really cool. But that is number 1 on the best Funko Pops of 2017. Okay guys, so this has been my best Funko Pops of 2017. This has been my opinion, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I believe tomorrow we're going to be doing the worst Funko Pops of 2017, so I've got a really good list for that one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do this one again next year, or if you guys had any other ones that you thought was the best of 2017, put in the comment section below. I thought these ones were great ones from this year, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So shout out to Noah for letting me use his mic. If you guys are wondering why the audio sounds really good, that's because this is his new mic that he uses for his videos. Don't forget to go over to his channel, guys, Noah Nades. It'll be linked in the description, or it'll be, you know, on the side featured channels. It says Squad, and it's got me, Liz Loves, my second channel, Liz Loves Books, and Noah there. So you guys can check him out over there. He does a lot of really cool gaming videos. Right now he's been doing a lot of Battlefront because he just got it. He's doing a walkthrough of the entire game, so if you guys want to check that out over there. He's on episode 2, I believe, as of me, you know, audio filming this, whatever you call it, audio recording this. But anyways, guys, that was awkward, and this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Whoa. What you call an icon living? Start a record label, Misfits just did it. Nylon cover 5 minutes. Whoa, we are too hot in the business. About to make a movie independent. Need new trucks independent. I need you to listen.